Tom&Gi, you're pregnant! Yay! Well, Giovanna, you're pregnant. Tom, I don't think you can be pregnant. You are expecting a baby. I think that's how you might have to word that. But yay! Another little thing for me to squash. Yes! I am under the impression that aunties are just supposed to squash their nieces and nephews. Then there's nothing else that an auntie has to do, right? I am very good at the squashing though. Very good at the squashing. I could be a professional squasher if I had to. But Tom, I was watching your video about how this is the second time that you're having a child and you feel guilty because you don't have as much of the excitement because you've had Buzz and you had all the excitement with him. But it got me thinking about the fact that I'm a good 7 years behind you in life, Tom. I'm 7 years younger than you, and that's quite a big gap. And so there's things that you've experienced your first time of that you're sort of used to now that I have yet to encounter, and I have no idea how I'm going to react to those things when I finally get there. And it's making me a little bit on edge, so I thought I would calm myself down by looking back at all of the first times that I have had and take comfort in the fact that I have survived them and I'm fine, therefore I will probably survive everything that is to come. In short, I'm going to do the My First Time tag. Now, I am really late to this party. The My First Time tag is something that people were doing like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was too busy making videos about weird words. However, some of these questions are from the tag and some of them were asked by people who follow me on Twitter. Just mixing it up a little bit. First tweet. My first tweet was about to start my art coursework, getting ready for my GCSE on Thursday. Scary stuff. So weird to think that I've been on Twitter that long. 2009. That's like 6 years. First person you subscribed to on YouTube. I think it was Charlie McDonald. Charlie is so cool, like, I'm pretty sure he was the first person. First Facebook profile pic. I look like an idiot, but I'm gonna show you anyway. This is my first Facebook profile picture, and it was because I signed up to Facebook just after I came back from an art trip to Florence, and we went at Halloween and I took face paints and we all face painted on each other. And that is why I look like an ice queen sat on a carousel trying to look broody and mysterious. Sorry. What was your first acting role? My first acting role was playing Little Red Riding Hood in this here video. I look far cuter than I do now. What was your first car? I have never owned a car, although I do own a driving license. I hated driving, and so instead of spending money on a car, I put that money towards the flat that I am now sitting in, which I think was a good move. Who was the first person to text you today? No one has texted me today. First time your heart broke. I was completely in love with Bob Sherman's grandson, like properly 10-year-old obsessively in love. It just wouldn't have worked because he lived in America and I lived here. I got over it. Where did you first go on your first ride on an aeroplane? I will give you 3 guesses. What was the first concert you ever went to? Now I have a really cool answer for this because the first concert I ever went to was Michael Jackson. I think I was like 2 years old. I don't remember which tour it was. Tom, maybe you'll remember. But I do remember they had these flashy light up things in the shape of peace signs, but I kept holding mine the wrong way round, much to Mum and Dad's dismay. First broken bone. I have never broken a bone. First piercing. The only thing that I have pierced are my ears, and I got that done when I was about 19. Again, very late to that party. First time you watched a Disney film knowing you'd sign your soul away to Disney forever. I think the first Disney movie I ever watched was The Little Mermaid. I remember watching that on VHS in my mum and dad's room. Much like Ariel, I literally signed my soul away to Ursula. When was your first detention? I never got detention. Yeah, that's right. What is the first thing you do when you get home? I make sure my fish are still alive. Seriously. And finally, when was your first kiss? I was 10 years old and it was with a boy called Daniel behind these big bushes in the playground in primary school. And neither of us really knew what we were doing. We were just like blah 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 blah. That was weird, bye. Tom&Gi, I think you guys should do the first time tag, seeing as you're about to do something really quite big for the second time, just to remind you of all the first times you've had and how wonderful they were. Today I look like this, and I shall see you next Wednesday. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.